Must everything be about your success?
What? No, I didn't mean it like that.
Then what?
The applause was too loud. It filled the grand hall like thunder, rolling from wall to wall, shaking the chandeliers. Cameras flashed. People stood to their feet. Some even whistled. At the center of the stage stood Ne, smiling, graceful, confident, holding a shining glass award above her head. Business Leader of the Year, Mrs. Ne Emmanuel. Her name echoed again and again and again. Emmanuel sat at the VIP table, clapping like everyone else. His palms met slowly, politely. His smile was correct, practiced, safe. But inside him, something dark was tearing open. That is a powerful woman. She built everything from nothing. Her husband is lucky, very lucky man. He kept hearing the words from nearby tables. Lucky man, lucky man, lucky man. Each one landed like an insult. He adjusted his suit and forced a wider smile as Nell looked toward him from the stage. She blew him a small kiss. The crowd went, "Aww." His jaw tightened. 2 years ago, he was the one giving speeches. 3 years ago, he was the one people praised. But his business failed. Contracts disappeared. Investors stopped calling. Meanwhile, Nez's small side hustle had grown into a company everyone respected. Even his relatives now called him Inez's husband. Not Emmanuel. Not sir. Not boss. Just Inez's husband. When Inez came down from the stage, she hugged him warmly. "We did it," she whispered. "We." The word stung him more than if she had slapped him. "You did it," he replied. She laughed softly. "No, you supported me." He didn't answer. People gathered around them. Handshakes, photos, praise. Emmanuel noticed something else. How easily she commanded attention. How people listened when she spoke. How men respected her opinions. One man, a tall investor in a navy suit, held her hand a second longer than necessary. "Brilliant mind," the man said. "We must talk privately about expansion." Emmanuel saw it, stored it, fed it to the growing fire inside him. Later that night, at home, Ne placed the award on the dining table like a child showing a school prize. "Do you like why I should keep it?" she asked playfully. Emmanuel stared at it. It reflected light into his eyes. Sharp light, mocking light. "You can keep it anywhere," he said flatly. She paused. "Are you okay?" "I'm tired." "You didn't even taste the cake they packed for us," she said gently. "Your favorite." He snapped before he could stop himself. "Must everything be about your success?"
Then what?
The room went silent. Her face fell. "I didn't mean..." He stood up quickly. "I said I'm tired." He walked to the bedroom and shut the door. In the darkness, he sat on the edge of the bed, breathing hard. His phone buzzed. A message from his old friend, Tunde. "Saw your wife trending everywhere. Hope you're still the head of that household." Emmanuel's jaw tightened. He typed slowly. "Of course I am." Tunde replied almost immediately. "Tunde, be careful. When a woman becomes bigger than the man, respect starts dying quietly." Emmanuel locked the phone, but the message did not leave his mind. Morning came with sunlight and silence. Ine woke cheerful, stretching and smiling. "Good morning," she said warmly. "You slept early last night." He gave a dry laugh. "If you say so." At breakfast, she could not hide her excitement. "I have a strategy meeting today with Mr. Bello and his partners. If this works, we expand faster than planned." Emmanuel stirred his tea too hard. The spoon hit the cup again and again. "Do you meet him alone?" he asked sharply. She frowned slightly. "No, with my team. Why?" "Just asking." "You've been strange since the award night," she said gently. "Talk to me." "I said I'm fine." She let it go, but with concern in her eyes. The moment she left the house, Emmanuel picked up his phone and opened their home security app. He watched the gate camera recording of her leaving twice. Then he opened her shared calendar, then her business page, then her social media messages. He told himself it was normal. It was not. By afternoon, he was seated with Tunde again, this time inside Tunde's car. "You are too calm. Success changes people. Watch her closely." Emmanuel replied, "She hasn't done anything." Tunde asked, "You think betrayal sends invitation first?" That sentence stayed. That evening, while scrolling through Inez's company updates, Emmanuel noticed something. A confidential partnership file had been uploaded briefly, then removed, but he had seen it. Moments later, his phone vibrated. Unknown number. A message arrived with that same confidential file. "Internal documents should not be public. Investors hate leaks. One push, deal cancelled." His throat got dry. Another message followed. "Help us push it wider. You get paid." His heart pounded. This was no longer suspicion. This was opportunity. Dangerous opportunity. He should report it. He should warn Ine. Instead, he typed, "How much?" The reply came instantly. "Enough to remind you that you are still the man." Footsteps sounded at the door. Ine was back home. Emmanuel locked his phone, but his hands were shaking. For the first time, he was not just jealous, he was involved. The first payment entered Emmanuel's account at exactly 2:17 a.m. He was awake when the alert came. He had not slept properly for 3 nights now. The glow from his phone lit up his face in the darkness. He sat up slowly and read the message again. Credit alert. The amount was not small. His heart beat faster, not with joy, but with fear mixed with excitement. It felt like standing on a high cliff edge and realizing he had already jumped. Another message followed from the unknown number. "Step 1 done. Leak goes public tomorrow morning. Stay silent." He swallowed hard. Beside him, Nne turned in her sleep and murmured his name softly. The sound stabbed his chest for a brief second. He looked at her, peaceful, trusting, then turned away. "Too late," he whispered. Morning exploded like a bomb. By 9 a.m., Nne's phone would not stop ringing. She stood in the living room, confused, answering call after call. "What? That's not true. Who released that? No, that document is incomplete." Her voice shook. Emmanuel sat on the sofa, pretending to scroll through news on his phone. Then he saw it. Business blogs, industry pages, and investor forums were already posting the leaked document. The comments were brutal. Unstable numbers, risky projections. This company is not ready for expansion. Nne's biggest deal, the Mr. Bello partnership, was being questioned publicly. "This is sabotage," she said, pacing. "Someone inside my company did this." Emmanuel looked up with a carefully measured expression. "Maybe your team is careless." She stopped walking and looked at him. "My team is solid." He gave a small shrug. "Everyone says that until they're betrayed." The words sounded familiar because they were Tunde's. At noon, Mr. Bello called on video. His face was serious. "Nne, this leak is a red flag," he said. "My partners are nervous now. We may pause signing." "Sir, please give me 48 hours, she pleaded. "I will trace it." "We'll see," he replied and ended the call. Nne lowered the phone slowly. Her eyes were wet, but she refused to cry. Emmanuel stood and walked to her. He placed a hand on her shoulder, a performance of comfort. "It will be okay," he said. But inside, something twisted. Not guilt, not yet, but panic. This was moving faster than he expected. That evening, Mama Ijoma visited unexpectedly. The older woman watched Nne quietly as she explained the leak. Then her sharp eyes turned to Emmanuel, long, searching, uncomfortable. "Sabotage rarely comes from far away," Mama Ijoma said calmly. "It usually sits close enough to hear your heartbeat." Emmanuel forced a laugh. "Mama, you watch too many films." She did not laugh back. Later that night, Emmanuel received another message from the unknown number. "Good work. Phase 2 tomorrow. Bigger fall coming." He typed quickly. "No more. This is enough damage." The reply came. "Too late to grow a conscience now." At that same moment, in Nne's office across town, her IT manager froze while reviewing server logs. "Ma," he said slowly into the phone, "the leak. It came from a device registered inside your home network." Nne's voice went quiet. She said, "Trace it." Nne did not come home immediately after the call. She sat in her office long after her staff had left, staring at the glass wall in front of her. The city lights outside looked blurred. Her IT manager's words kept repeating in her head. The leak came from a device registered inside your home network. Not the office, not a cafe, Not a hacker overseas. Home. She pressed her fingers together and breathed slowly. There were only 2 main devices connected regularly, hers and Emmanuel's. No, she whispered, it can't be. But doubt, once born, does not die quietly. At home, Emmanuel was restless. He walked from the kitchen to the sitting room and back again. His phone kept buzzing with messages from the unknown contact. Phase 2 tonight. Final drop will kill investor confidence completely. He typed back, "Stop! We agreed only 1 release." The reply came with a cold sharpness. "You don't control this anymore." His chest tightened. He called the number. It was switched off. A knock came at the door. He nearly jumped. When he opened it, Tunde walked in, smiling, but the smile faded when he saw Emmanuel's face. "You look like a hunted goat," Tunde said. "Something is wrong," Emmanuel muttered. "They're going too far." Tunde sat. "Relax. Once her deal fails, things balance again." "Balance?" Emmanuel snapped. "This is destruction." Tunde leaned closer. "You wanted her slowed down." "I didn't want her ruined." Before Tunde could reply, Emmanuel's phone buzzed again, voice note this time. Without thinking, he played it aloud. A distorted voice spoke. "Tonight, we release the altered financial sheet. Authorities will investigate her company by morning." Tunde's eyes widened. "Authorities?" Emmanuel quickly stopped the audio, but not before another sound was heard. The soft click of a door opening behind them. They both turned. Ines stood there. She had entered quietly with her spare key. Her face was pale. Her eyes moved from Tunde to Emmanuel to the phone in his hand. "How long have you been here?" Emmanuel asked, voice dry. "Long enough," she said softly. Silence pressed into the room. "What altered sheet?" Ne asked. "No, it's not what you think," Emmanuel rushed. Tunde stood up. "I should go." "Sit," Ne said firmly. And for the first time, her voice carried command like iron. Tunde sat. Ne walked to the center of the room. Calm, controlled, dangerous. "My IT team traced the leak. It came from this house." Emmanuel tried to laugh. It broke halfway. "So, Wi-Fi can be hacked?" "Yes," she said. "That's why I asked them to trace the device ID." His mouth went dry. She looked straight into his eyes now. "It leads to your laptop, Emmanuel." The room felt smaller. Tunde slowly leaned away from him on the sofa. "Tell me I'm wrong," Ine said quietly. "Look at me and say it." Emmanuel opened his mouth, but no words came out. His phone buzzed again. This time, Ine picked it up first. She read the message on the screen. "Final release scheduled. After this, she's finished." Ine lifted her eyes back to him, and something inside her had changed. Not anger, not tears, decision. Outside, a car engine stopped near the gate. Red and blue light reflections flashed across the curtains. Tunde turned toward the window. "Police?" he whispered. Emmanuel froze. The flashy lights outside the gate did not move away. They grew brighter, closer. Emmanuel's legs felt weak. His ears rang as if metal had been struck beside his head. Tunde stood up slowly, backing away from him like a man distancing himself from fire. "You didn't tell me authorities were involved," Tunde whispered. "I didn't know," Emmanuel shot back. Ne did not raise her voice. That was what made it more frightening. She stood still, holding his phone, reading every message thread, every transfer alert, every instruction. "How long?" she asked quietly. Emmanuel could not answer. "How long have you been doing this to me?" she repeated. "Listen," he started. The knock came, hard, official, final. Bang, bang, bang. "Open the gate, cybercrime unit." Tunde cursed under his breath. "I'm not going down for this." He rushed toward the back door. "Stop!" Emmanuel said weakly, but Tunde was already gone. Ine walked to the main door and opened it herself. 3 officers entered with calm authority. One of them held a tablet. "Mrs. Ine?" "Yes. We received a report of corporate data manipulation and intentional financial sabotage linked to this address and this device signature." He turned the screen toward them. Emmanuel's laptop ID, Emmanuel's registered number, Emmanuel's name. "Sir," the officer said, now facing him, "you need to come with us." Ine finally looked at him, fully, deeply, like she was seeing a stranger wearing her husband's face. "Why?" she asked softly. "I loved you. I defended you when people mocked your business failure. I told everyone you were brilliant. Why?" His voice broke. "Because every time they praised you, I disappeared." Tears filled her eyes but did not fall. "You were never competing with me," she said. "I was building for us." The lead officer stepped forward. "Mr. Emmanuel, anything you say now may be recorded in your statement." Emmanuel laughed weakly. "Statement? My life is already a statement." They placed the cuffs on his wrists. Cold metal. Final truth. As they led him toward the door, neighbors had already begun peeking through curtains. Phones were out, cameras recording, whispering started. The same street that once congratulated Ine was now watching Emmanuel fall. Publicly, completely. He turned once more. "Ine, please." But there was nothing left to ask for. Days later, the investigation cleared Ine fully. The altered document and leak trail proved intentional sabotage. Mr. Bello reinstated the deal, bigger than before, after publicly praising her resilience. But success felt different now. Quieter, heavier. Mama Ijeoma sat beside her one evening and held her hand. "Jealousy," the old woman said gently, "is the only poison people drink hoping another person would die." Ine nodded slowly. Across town, inside a detention cell, Emmanuel sat alone on a metal bench. No friends, no Tunde, no defenders. His account frozen, his reputation destroyed, his marriage gone. He finally understood something, but too late. He was never destroyed by his wife's success. He was destroyed by his own envy. Moral lesson: when love becomes competition, destruction begins. A partner is not your rival. Jealousy blinds the heart, twists the mind, and burns down the very house meant to give you shelter. Celebrate those who rise beside you, or be buried under the fall you create.
Thanks for watching. Every story carries a lesson. Don't miss the next one. Subscribe and join our storytelling family.